the Uganda police and other institutions have been working. And then finally, the government also fiscal policy of ensuring that we support the average Ugandans to grow more food, to sustain businesses, to ensure that they make money. And within that making money, they also give some of it to government through revenue. So we've had a sustained kind of intervention program. And our PDM, those programs, the wealth funds, but also improvement of infrastructure, among others.
As a ministry, what reforms are you prioritizing to deepen Uganda's financial markets?
As the latest index by the ABSA and their partners has indicated, we are working on growing our pension fund. We would want to see Ugandans saving long term, because that is the bedrock of having a stable and vibrant and sustainable financial markets. You cannot have a market where almost all the money is short term, where Ugandans are, each of us, opening a current account, and a few savings accounts, but saving in the morning and withdrawing in the afternoon. You can't develop an economy through that. So we are trying to see how we deepen our pension markets, our pension fund. As government, you remember, we have also moved our public service to now a contributory pension fund. And then, of course, the Provident Funds also working to widen the voluntary savings, NSSF, but also the in-house, several other schemes which most of the big corporate companies are putting up. But also a number of things are being done at operational level by the central bank. I think it will be more appropriate if the governor, you get him one of these days to explain to you what they are doing at the central bank, so that because they are the ones directly responsible for growing and deepening our financial sector.
The index assesses markets on pillars including market depth, access to foreign exchange, transparency, legal frameworks, and macroeconomic conditions in the 2025 ranking.
Public debt remains a pertinent issue across the continent. So as Uganda, how are we managing our debt while still financing growth?
Our strategy has always been keep the debt sustainable, ensure that you borrow only for development purposes, and try as much as possible to borrow from good sources, concessional debt. Of course, a couple of years ago, we had some challenges with accessing concessional financing, but now it's back. We shall ensure that we maintain that. We get money which is longer term, but also low cost, low interest, or no interest, but also invest it well and improving the performance of our projects.
I'm happy you've talked about collaborations. How can stronger collaborations between government and the capital markets unlock more private sector investment?
Yes, our Capital Markets Authority is working with us to ensure that we can get, especially the SMEs, because they can't go through the normal listing criteria and be able to mobilize equity. We are looking at how do we use second-best methods of doing so. And we are ready as government to do anything possible to support the capital markets to ensure that they deepen, widen, but also strengthen our capital markets to mobilize long-term financing, equities, and other sources of money for business.
The reforms are taking shape, but rankings must be tested against reality. Coming up, I speak to the Governor, Bank of Uganda, on Uganda's positioning, policy credibility, and what this ranking means as the country prepares for the long-awaited oil and gas sector. That perspective right after the break.